Hey, what's up? What's up, you guys? Um, I didn't really title this one because this is a few things that I want to talk about to keep it a buck with you. It's not just one, and I really couldn't just pick a subject because it's a couple of things that I want to talk about. And I woke up. Well, good morning. I usually let this play around 10, so still good morning because it'll be morning when this play. And I don't even know where to start, you guys. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try not to yawn so much, but it is 4 a.m. But I'm gonna try not to yawn so much. But where should I start? Okay, we got out of. Well, we've been out of it, but we made it through the Mercury retrograde. Mm, but that ended February 3rd. Mercury retrograde. It's like it's like, you know, Murphy's Law during Mercury retrograde. It's terrible. But this year, well, no, was it didn't start this year. It started, I believe, in December, the Venus retrograde. I now, I knew I've always known about full moons, your parents teach you, oh, full moon, people gonna act crazy. But I never knew about the retrograde. Man, retrogrades is something serious. The Venus retrograde, and it's like when you know what's going on and you sit back and you watch, it's really wild. Now, the Venus retrograde, I believe, was like around near Christmas to it was a little before Christmas, into the new year, I believe. And that had something to do with love and friendship and all of that good stuff. And you seen how that popped off. It was like from Christmas into like the middle of January was the Venus retrograde. And y'all seen how that popped off. So I don't know. And it's you know how I believe. I believe we're in a simulation. And if it's not a simulation and we really are on a rock somewhere floating in nothingness, I don't believe that the world is shaped like we would want to believe it's shaped. Flat, round, y'all know, I don't really subscribe too much into that ideology. If I had to pick one, if I had to pick if the earth was flat or round, I would pick that the earth was flat. Like, okay, how can I put it? The overall structure could be round, but I believe is made of a lot of flat planes of existence. Does that make sense? The earth itself, like the whole construct, could be round, but I believe we live on different flat planes of existence. Like, for instance, there are a lot of different dimensions and levels and planes on this earth. And I believe those are flat. What we're on right now, I believe, is flat. It's a plane, a flat plane of existence. But there's so many of them that if you put them all together, it could be a structure of a circle. Does that make sense? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. So, I don't really subscribe to the flat earth, round earth argument because I think they both could be right. I think they both could be right. I think back in the day, they understood that we live on a flat plane of existence, and maybe this third dimension that we're on, maybe it's flat. And they knew that this third dimension was flat. But if you look at their sculptures and stuff, they also knew that there were all other dimensions. They also knew back in the day that they were other dimensions. These mystery schools that people go to, or these schools that people go to learn the craft, so they say, that was widely known back then. That was actually what we were taught, period. It's just a group of people decided they wanted to gatekeep information that everybody should know, and give us what they feel would help control us better on this plane of existence. So, and not only that, but when a little bit of information do come out, people dismiss it because you've been programmed. You've been programmed to believe what they want you to believe. Starting in school, I got in trouble a lot because I've always questioned. Well, I used to get in trouble a lot in school because I always questioned it. Things just didn't make sense to me. I talked about that a lot in my whole I'm a conspiracy theorist morning talk. So I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole too much. Y'all see that Queen Elizabeth gave, what's her name? Camilla? Is that her name? Gave Camilla the right to be called queen. If that isn't side chick goals right there, I don't know what is. I don't know what y'all thought about when y'all saw that, but when I seen that she gave her the permission to be called queen once her son was king, I was like, see, that's side chick goals. And no disrespect to Diana, may her spirit live on, but that is literally side chick goals for real. You started out a side chick and you ended up queen. If anybody could play Drake started from the bottom, it's her. But if you guys remember in that video I played, they're crumbling. I think the queen was like, "Yeah, y'all good," because she know it's crumbling anyway. She's already said that Charles was a buffoon, and it seems like people forget stuff like that. She already said Charles was a buffoon. She already said, she was trying to figure out how to skip him from being king. Those people have no soul. And speaking of souls, do you know what I think they do? I think that I think they transfer consciousness. I don't think they die. Energy never dies, right? And I think they have learned how to transfer consciousness. So I think hold on, you guys. Let me try to fix my pillow. I think that I think she's going to transfer her consciousness into somebody else. I think that bloodline has been doing that for a very, very long time. I think that's why we have so many people in history that look exactly like these stars. It's either one or two things. Either they made it up and they're trying to rewrite history using the people that we have today, or the same people keep coming back. Because you got to think about this. Those other races of beings, they live far longer than we do. They live far longer than we do. And so, what if it's just the same being coming back over and over again? Because you remember when you remember in that I'm telling you, I'm gonna keep referencing that video. Y'all gotta go watch it. That video, she said that Solomon and Isis, they keep coming back. They keep, oh wow, is it resurrection? It's not resurrection. Why did I think of resurrection? Is it resurrection? No, it's not resurrection. Reincarnating, that's the word I'm looking for. They keep reincarnating. So why wouldn't these other beings keep reincarnating? And if this is a simulation, like how hard would that be just to program them here over and over and over again? Think about it. How did they come here and then just boom, become a millionaire? We're like, oh, they're part of the, a Chakumalade. But in reality, what if it's deeper than that? They all come from a bloodline. They have been serving the system for eons. And maybe that's what we mean by selling your soul. You have to keep coming back and serving the system. And we look at these people with all this money, all this power, and we're like, yo, their life is great. But is it really? They be seeming miserable for real. They be seeming miserable for real. And they're like, oh, you're going to have, when you sell your soul to the devil, you're going to have to come back. You're going to have to serve him and keep on serving him and all this and all that. But what if it doesn't stop there? What if it doesn't stop there? What if you have to keep coming back here and keep on coming back here and keep serving them, and you cursed your family? That's why Hollywood, the CIA, that's why all of them are related, are connected. Everybody's connected. And I was like, well, how? How does this happen? Maybe this happened because way before we can think, a group of people literally sold their soul. And I keep trying to think back, like, the thing is, I keep trying to think back and say, okay, let's say this is the Bible. When did they really sell their soul? What if the Bible has nothing to do with us? Did y'all ever think about that? What if the Bible has nothing to do with us? Actual humans, actual, regular people. What if it has nothing to do? What if all of the people in the Bible, because everybody in the Bible is related, what if all the people in the Bible have nothing to do with us? What if they really have something to do with a different group of beings instead of us? Because I can never realize how Adam and Eve was supposed to be the first people here, right? All right. Adam and Eve was the first people here. They made them. They got kicked out the garden because they wanted to hunch on the